I want to welcome EDU 580 cohorts to my final project video production on Web 2.0 tools, and I also want to show you one app that I use just about every week. I want to start with Google Classroom, which I think all teachers are going to find useful. If you haven't used them before, it's a really neat tool to use. I use it as an app on my iPad. I also want to show you how to use Kahoot and Quizlet, which have also been used by our principal in faculty meetings in the past. Okay, so let's start with Google Classrooms, and as you see up here, I'm already signed in. I've created my classrooms here, and this is something our principal has really been pushing teachers to do, is to use Google more and more and Google Classroom to communicate with our students or even parents. So I've created classrooms, and I'm going to use my 7th hour as an example because I want to show you how to create an assignment and the advantages and a few disadvantages of being able to do this. So here's my 7th hour class. I'm going to go down to the plus sign, and I'm going to click on that and show you some of the options that I use. I can create assignments here, or I can create announcements, which I do. And right over here I created an announcement for them to use a Quizlet for a test coming up on Tuesday. But let's create an assignment. Click on that. Let's just title it, I'll just use photo, if I can spell that. Let's just call it photosynthesis. And I can type in any instructions, say click on the link, fill out the worksheet, and submit by the end of the hour tomorrow. So I have the option of dates, so I can pick any day I want to. Let's say it's due by the end of the hour on Tuesday. And here's how I can have the students access this particular assignment. I can create an attachment. I can do something from Google Drive. I can even do a video they could watch, maybe for the beginning of the hour, or maybe just a link where they can go to a website. I'm going to use my Google Drive, and I've already created this. Here's all my folders for different subjects. I'm going to go to Cell Energy. And even though this is a PDF and you can't edit it, you want to make sure they can edit it. This is only for an example. So there it is. I double clicked on it and immediately it brings me back here. Now at the moment students can only view this, so you could have them read an assignment but they can't do anything with it. I can have students edit it, or I want to make a copy for each student because I'm going to have a student submit a copy or return the assignment back to me. So change it to that, and that is pretty much it. Just assign it. So to assign that to every student, they'll get a copy which they can edit on Google Docs, and there it is. So if they come sign into the classroom, say the beginning of the hour, get their laptop, they can go to this right here, and there it is. They should be able to just type on this, and then when they're done, up here at the top right it'll say turn in. Click on that. They've turned it back in to me. This tells me how many have done the assignment, how many have not. One nice thing is, as they're working on this during the class, and I'll show you this right here, this has already been made, I can watch them live. So let's say this student, I want to go see how they're doing during the class, and here he is. I can watch him actually type, fill in the assignment, and if I see something wrong, then I can just go over to him and have him correct something. Really nice. You can work live with the student. The nice thing about this also is students that are sick can keep up with the classroom. So really nice tool to use as far as technology in the classroom. Okay, so another great Web 2.0 tool that I like to use is Quizlet, and I've actually alluded to this earlier when I showed you my classroom. So I'm just going to click on that, and it's going to bring up one that I have already created. Of course, this is what students would see if they went to practice for a test. It's great in the classroom because they can study on their personal devices at home, or if they say the basketball game the night before a test, they can study on the bus. So let's say they use flashcards, and they can look at definitions and flip the card and study that way, or they could take a quiz. Now our principal has actually done this beginning of the year, a couple years ago, It's kind of sneaky. She got us to create our own account by signing up, creating our own password and username, and then we took the little quiz that she had. Things like what's the size of our student body, how many days are there in the school year, things like that, and we took the quiz and submitted it. So a nice way to break the ice in a faculty meeting for a principal. Now I forgot my login today. So all you have to do is, this is tied into my Google account. I'm already signed in to my Google Drive, so you click on that and voila, I'm signed in. So if I want to create a new one, let me just back out of this, and I can create a new study set. So for whatever subject you want, you can title it. It's very easy to use. You can create a question and answer. You can add a picture and say this picture demonstrates where photosynthesis takes place, and then I can create that Quizlet. However many questions you want to use, you just keep adding. Once you're done, you create. It is that simple for a principal to use, or especially to use in the classroom. Okay, so my final Web 2.0 tool I'd like to show you is, of course, Kahoot. Now many of you may have used this already. It's a pretty popular tool to use. My principal likes to use this for, say, icebreakers in faculty meetings, or just to get us laughing, and so the faculty meetings aren't quite so mundane. If you have never created an account, it's really easy to do. You just create a free account. She had us do this the first time, so she got us going on Kahoot, and we were able to use it in the classroom. Of course, you can use this for a great way to review. I know the younger kids have a blast with this. So I've already created one. We'll sign in here. Let me just quickly show you how to create one. Very simple. You can go to create a new Kahoot, or in this case, I like to use quizzes. So I'm just going to title this biology. And so you title your Kahoot, and you're ready to start making the questions. So let's just do what is DNA? Now you'll want to limit your time, because most teachers or kids will answer within a matter of seconds, because the faster you answer, the more points you get. So let's limit this to 10 seconds, and then you'll want to type in your answers. Of course, one of them is going to be the right one, so make sure you click correct under the right answer. Just save and continue, and you can make as many questions as you want to. Let me show you what it looks like on the teacher's end, or whoever's playing the Kahoot. I've created one here, so let me exit this here, and we'll go to mine that I've created. So the kids come in, I give them, they get their iPads. We play on iPads, and we're going to play the Kahoot. So they get logged in. They come to this page right here. They need a game pin. So every Kahoot has a game pin. So I'm going to click Launch. Up on the big screen, the projector, look at all those fancy devices they can use in the classroom. They will come to see the pin, and they need to enter the pin to play, which is 83104. So they enter that, and I think half the fun is creating a nickname. And if it's not clean, it's going to kick them out, or you can kick them out too. So they can create a funny little player name, and once everybody is in, I just click Start. This is, of course, kind of a noisy game here, and it'll bring up the first question. And the nice thing about this is every answer is color coded, so the kids just click on the right color. So if blue is the right color, then they can simply click blue, and it'll tell you if you're right or wrong. It's that simple. So kids that win, I give, say, a free homework pass. Great way to review for a test. So I hope you can use this. I hope you enjoyed looking at the tools I showed you. You can incorporate them in your classroom or when you become a principal. And I just hope you find it useful. It's a great way to integrate technology.